ask me who's in charge because I'll give you an answer and it'll be very controversial.
What does that mean?
Yes, we're in charge.
Have you spoken with her?
We're in charge.
The geopolitical atmosphere has turned tense worldwide, as the sudden U.S. operation to capture Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro has sent shockwaves through global capitals. In a striking move, former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev openly speculated about which world leader might become the next target of a similar U.S. intervention or arrest. He alleged that German Chancellor Friedrich Merz could soon find himself under pressure or even face the same fate as Maduro, if the trend of U.S. assertiveness continues. Medvedev did not hold back against Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky either, claiming that his presidency had legally expired and that he was clinging to power without legitimacy. Observers quickly linked Medvedev's remarks to Washington's earlier accusations that Maduro had manipulated elections, a claim that had been central to justifying U.S. actions. He further argued that America's labeling of Maduro as an illegitimate leader was baseless and could not hold up under serious international legal or diplomatic examination. Medvedev warned that if such aggressive measures were ever taken against a major global power, it would clearly cross the line into what could be considered an act of war. It's important to recall that Germany has consistently urged restraint and called for avoiding any further turmoil or destabilization in the Venezuelan state. Berlin has repeatedly championed a democratic transition in Caracas, advocating for transparent elections and a peaceful shift toward legitimate governance. Since assuming office in May, Chancellor Friedrich Merz has stood out for his strong and unwavering support of Ukraine in its ongoing struggle against Russian aggression. Medvedev said, quote, "The kidnapping of the neo-Nazi Merz could be an excellent twist in this carnival of events. There are even grounds for prosecuting him in Germany, so it would be no loss. Especially since the citizens are suffering needlessly. It must be acknowledged that, despite the obvious unlawfulness of Donald Trump's behavior, one cannot deny a certain consistency in his actions. He and his team defend their country's national interests quite harshly. Uncle Sam's main motivation has always been simple: other people supplies." Unquote. The Kremlin quickly condemned the American operation, describing the U.S. airstrikes and capture of Venezuela's leader as a blatant attack on a close Russian ally. Moscow labeled the incident an act of armed aggression, signaling its unflinching political and strategic backing for the embattled government in Caracas. Just months earlier, in October 2025, Russia and Venezuela had cemented their alliance through a major strategic coordination treaty that expanded their joint defense and intelligence efforts. As part of that pact, Russia pledged comprehensive military support to Venezuela, promising advanced air defense systems, anti-ship missiles, and intelligence sharing capabilities. In a stunning operation on January 3rd, the United States unleashed a wave of coordinated airstrikes across key Venezuelan locations, crippling government defenses in a matter of hours. During the raid, U.S. Special Forces captured Nicolás Maduro and his wife, Cilia Flores, swiftly extracting them from Venezuelan territory under tight security. The detained couple are now being held under heavy guard at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, marking a historic escalation in U.S.-Latin America relations. Nicolás Maduro is currently standing trial in a Manhattan federal court on serious narco-terrorism charges, a case that could reshape international politics for years to come.
Don't ask me who's in charge because I'll give you an answer and it'll be very controversial.
What does that mean?
Yes, we're in charge.
Have you spoken with her?
We're in charge. Venezuela right now is a dead country. We have to bring it back. And we're going to have big investments by the oil companies to bring back the infrastructure. And the oil companies are ready to go. They're going to go in, they're going to rebuild the infrastructure. You know, we built it to start off with many years ago. They took it away. The country is a mess. It's been horribly run. The oil is just flowing at a very low level. Much lower than, even if it was badly run, it should have more income, more oil than what they do. So we're going to have the big oil companies go in. They're going to fix the infrastructure. They're going to invest money. We're not going to invest anything. We're going to just take care of the country. We're going to cherish the country. We're going to take care, more importantly, of the people, including Venezuelans that are living in our country that were forced to leave their country. Yeah, they're going to be taken very good care of.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.